Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I'm sorry I still sound kind of bad. I'm sick right now. So anyway, today in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 10 Hamtaro episodes. This is my third attempt to make this video actually because every time I did it, I keep skipping a episode on my list, which is super annoying. So hopefully I get all the episodes on this list that I made. And if you didn't see my top 10 Hamtaro episode, not top 10 Hamtaro episodes, I'm doing that right now, top 10 Hamtaro characters, I will link that video down below in the description box. Sorry, I'm talking way too fast in this video that I can't even pay attention to what I say. So I'm going to get started and let me know what's your favorite episode of Hamtaro, either if it's on the list that is mentioned or if it's not on the list. So I'm going to get started. So number one on my list had to be Come Out Bijou. I like this episode because it shows Bijou it shows Bijou being kind of scared of where she is at, and she's a little scared and doesn't know what the outside of her new home it looks like because she's so used to France. So the hamsters do everything they can to show her how nice it is outside, and they get her more comfortable with coming outside despite her fear of being outside. And I love the fact that they encourage her to come out and have fun with them, and she finally does after using their encouragement. Number two on my list would have to be the Knitting Craze. This episode is definitely for me because I love to knit. I like this episode because it shows how Hamtaro wants to learn how to knit so he can make a scarf for Brandy because it's cold outside and he's sick with a cold. And so he and the other hamsters all work together to make a scarf for Brandy, which is very sweet. Number three on my list would have to be the Wise Elderham. I like this episode because it shows how Hamtaro wants to help Laura get her grandmother and her friend back together as friends again. So Hamtaro and the other hamsters seek help from Elderham because he knows every elderly person in the area they live in. So with his help, they end up getting the two elderly friends back together. Number four on my list would have to be Bijou's favorite ribbon. So I like this episode because it shows how Bijou wears ribbons in her hair and how she loves them and they're very special to her, and how she wants Hamtaro to notice her wearing the ribbons, but because he literally doesn't pay attention to anything, he doesn't notice her wearing her ribbons. So she kind of gets upset about that, but later he notices when she uses them to uses them as a bandage for his foot. Number five on my list after he is injured. Number five on my list would have to be Bijou is in danger. I like this episode because it shows the hamsters working together to save Bijou after she runs into trouble with some cats, and they try to get her away from the cats because you know how hamsters are a cat's idea of a light snack. Number six on my list would have to be Get Well Laura. So I like this episode because the hamsters notice Laura doesn't feel well, which Laura is Hamtaro's owner for those who don't know, and they all work together to get Laura to feel better, and I like that. And they create their own remedy to help her with her sickness. Number seven on my list would have to be Courage Cappy. I like this episode because it shows how Cappy is tired of being spoiled by his owners and how he wants to do things for himself. So he goes to live with Boss to learn how to be a wild hamster, but it's not as easy as he expects because you have to hunt for food and you have to try to take care of yourself out in the wild. So once Cappy sees how hard Boss has it, he literally wants to go back home and live with his family. And I really like that Cappy got a taste of what it's like to be out in the wild. Number eight on my list should have to be Pashmina's present. I like this episode because it shows how the hamster is showing Pashmina that they care about her by giving her some gifts to show that they appreciate her kindness, which is really sweet. And they're encouraged this after Laura makes a present for her friend Travis for his birthday. And I think that's very sweet that they want to show Pashmina how they care about her. Number 9 on my list would have to be The Tale of Princess Bijou. I like this episode because it shows how Bijou is a princess in the fairy tale world, and all the hamsters are villagers, and Bijou wants to go out and enjoy the village, but she can't because she has too many responsibilities. So she later escapes her palace life and goes into the village, and she learns what village life is like, and I think that's pretty cool. And it's not as easy as she thinks it is compared to royalty life. Number 10 on my list would have to be Farewell Bijou. I like this episode because it shows that Bijou is moving back to France with her owner and her family, and Bijou is very sad about that because she doesn't want to leave her friends and everything, and everyone's very sad that Bijou has to go back to France. And so they set her up a goodbye party, and sorry, I'm having a brain fade. Yeah, so they set her up a goodbye party, and as they set her up a goodbye party, she later comes back and decides to stay where they live, so her owner can practice her music more, which I think is really sweet. Okay, so those are my top 10 Hamtaro episodes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day this week, and I'll see you in every day except for Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.